as we embrace our sexuality as a society, as a culture, as, just as the species that we are, is this idea of sexual agreements. I mean, agreements need to be made. It's part of human nature. It's communication. Amara, you have a whole book on that. Tell me about that.
Well, it's one of the areas where, we make agreements about everything else.
Yeah.
In business,
Hopefully.
you wouldn't enter and start, hopefully, yeah, as best we can, right? But you wouldn't go into a major commitment to anything if you didn't have some like bottom line agreements. And yet in our sex life, it's like, oh no, let's not talk about that. It's all going to somehow work out magically, and we get like mute, and we have like no agreements. Like one person wants to have sex a lot, and one very little, and that's like you just have fights instead of talk about it.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
So really this whole hesitancy and reluctance and resistance. And shame even about talking about like, okay, well what are my sexual needs, and what kind of sexual life do I want to live, and if I'm going to get with someone, well, like what would you like, and what do you need, and what are your dreams and visions, and how do we navigate this, how do we work this out? I mean, I work with people on this all the time, and it is just one of the things that one of the arenas what we've learned is like, no, we're not going to really talk about this. Yeah. And it's just a disaster to any relationship. Totally. I mean, the real healthy thing is to, continuously make sexual agreements in your relationship. I don't know about you, but, in my relationship, I go through new chapters all the time.
Oh, totally.
It's not anything like when we started.
Right.
Okay? And so now, who I am now, how old I am, what I have going on in my life, and so forth, I got to make a new agreement, and I have to frequently make new agreements.